Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm just going to be doing my 2021 NCAA tournament prediction. So for those of you who came here for the politics, I'm sorry, this is just going to be a quick sports video. I'll probably upload another political video later today or tomorrow. This might be today's video. I'm not entirely sure how much time I'm going to have, but just thought I'd film this so I can come back to it, see how wrong I was. I'm notoriously bad at predicting NCAA tournaments. In 2017 was the last year that I got it right. I had North Carolina winning, and they did win it all against Gonzaga. But this year, hopefully, I can get that streak back. And yeah, so first to start out with the first four. By the way, March Madness definitely the best tournament in all of sports. I mean, the NFL playoffs are pretty awesome, and I watch the NBA from time to time, but the NCAA tournament definitely the best. College basketball is my favorite sport to watch. So first, to start off with our Western first four playoff or play-in game, I guess you could say. We have Norfolk State versus Appalachian State. Don't know too much about either of these teams. They're just going to get crushed in the first round no matter who they play or no matter who wins. But I think Appalachian State's got the narrow edge there, so give me Appalachian State. There, then I'm gonna pick Michigan State over UCLA. Don't know too much about this game. I think Mount St. Mary's is significantly better than Texas Southern. I don't think this is gonna be particularly close. And then the Wichita State Shockers. They usually win a game. I guess every tournament year. They're usually kind of in they're usually like 10 or 11 or 9 seed, and they usually pull off an upset or two. So their name is pretty good. So I'm going to go with the Shockers here to beat Drake. So those are my first four predictions. Now we're going to move on up to the first round. Right here, I believe that is the East Division, right? So we have Michigan against Mount St. Mary's. We have the one seed Michigan to advance to the second round of 32. Then we have LSU against the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. LSU's offense is just too good, I'm telling you. I think they're going to win this game. I don't think St. Bonaventure has it in them to try to beat LSU, so we got a 1 versus 8 matchup, as expected. Now, I'm telling you, I think Georgetown's going to beat Colorado. I think Colorado's not very impressive for a 5 seed, and they don't really have a history of winning in the tournament. And I know that doesn't really matter. History is obviously not the greatest way of judging who's going to win the tournament. But Georgetown, I think they're just better than Colorado. At 12, I think there are going to be two 12-5 upsets. I think this is going to be the first. So give me the Georgetown Hoyas to beat the Colorado Buffalo. I think that's their mascot based on their logo. And then Florida State versus UNC Greensboro. I don't know too much about UNC Greensboro, but I just think the 4 seed is going to advance there. Then we have BYU against Michigan State. It's going to be close. Although BYU did play well against Gonzaga in the tournament championship game. I'm forgetting the name of their division, but I think BYU is a little better than Michigan State. So give me BYU there. Texas over Abilene Christian. I think UConn is going to fend off Maryland. Then Alabama beats Iona. So now we're going to go down to this next division. We have Gonzaga versus Appalachian State. Obviously, Gonzaga here. Then I'll take Oklahoma over Missouri. I think Missouri was overseeded. I think that they're more of a 12 or 13 seed than a 9 seed. I think Oklahoma is better than them and significantly. And then our next upset, we have the University of California, Santa Barbara over the Creighton Blue Jays. I think they're going to win this game. Creighton's been having problems. They haven't been playing well as of late. And I think this just looks like a typical 12-5 upset. Just give me the UC Santa Barbara, whatever their logo is. I think they're going to win this game. Again, I'm kind of pulling stuff out of my rear end here because I don't know too much about the teams on paper, but I'm taking a look at the seeds. I'm taking a look at how they've been playing as of late and made my predictions. I think Virginia's going to beat Ohio. So we see another 12-4 matchup, and I think so here's the thing with this matchup. If Wichita State does beat Drake, which I think they will, I think they're going to beat USC. But if Drake wins that game, I think USC is going to win. So right now, I think Wichita State is going to go to the round of 32, play against Kansas, beating Eastern Washington out of the Big Sky. Then we have Oregon versus VCU. Not too impressed with either of these teams. Just give me Oregon just at the higher seed because they have a better history. Then we have Iowa versus Grand Canyon University. I think Iowa is a really good team this year. I think Luka Garza is just going to take over. So give me Iowa to advance to the round of 32. Then we have Baylor beating Hartford, and this is a really tough one. I think I'm going to pick Wisconsin in most of my brackets, but I'll go with North Carolina here. I think they've been playing better as of late than Wisconsin has. They're kind of on a run. And I think that Wisconsin always shows up to the tournament, but I don't know. I'm just going to go with North Carolina here. Then we have Villanova over Winthrop. I don't know where the hype for Winthrop is coming from. So I think Villanova is going to win that game pretty easily. Then we have Purdue against North Texas. Give me Purdue there. Texas Tech versus I think Texas Tech was horribly underseeded. I think that they are a really, really good team. I think that they are honestly like a 2 or 3 seed. So I think they're going to breeze by Utah State, probably win that game by 15. We have Arkansas over Colgate. I think Colgate, they're a good team. They're a good shooting team. In 2019, I think they were a 15 or 14 seed, and they only lost to Tennessee by 7. They were right in until the very end. I think Colgate, if there is an upset in the first round, like a big upset, not like your 11-6, 12-5, but if there's a 13 or 14 or 15 seed that wins, I think it's definitely the Colgate Raiders. But I'll go with Arkansas for now. I think it's going to be close, though. Now, going over to Florida versus Virginia Tech. Give me Florida to win this game. I don't know too much, but either of these teams, it'll be close, but I just think Florida is a better tournament team. They always show up. We have Oral Roberts against Ohio State. Apparently, Oral Roberts is kind of a one-man team, but either way, I guess they're a good 15 seed, but either way, give me Ohio State to win that game. Not too big of an upset there, but I think Oral Roberts could be the best 15 seed. Now, moving on to Illinois versus Drexel. Illinois, obviously, apparently the number 1 ranked team in the country. So I think they're going to breeze by Drexel University. Then we have Georgia Tech. I think people are betting on Loyola Chicago. I'm going to go with Georgia Tech to win this game. Then we have Tennessee over Oregon State. I think Tennessee, this could be a 12-5 upset, but I think Tennessee matches up well against Oregon State, so I think they're going to win this game. Then we have Oklahoma State versus Liberty. I was originally going to pick Liberty here for the 13-4 upset. I like to do that. I like to have 1 of 13 winning every year because it happens sometimes, but I think I'll go with the seed this time. In some of my other brackets, I might go with Liberty, but I'm going to go with Oklahoma State here to advance to the round of 32. Going down to San Diego State versus Syracuse. I'm really torn on this. So, guys, comment down below who you think is going to win this game. But I think I'll go with Syracuse here. Actually, I don't know. It'll be close. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to do something real quick. I think I'll go San Diego State to win this game. I think just they had a better record. They did play easier teams, but I just think I'll go with them to beat Syracuse. We have West Virginia over Morehead State. I'm big on West Virginia this year. I think they're really good. I think that they could be a 2 or 1 seed, so I think they're going to beat Morehead State. We have Clemson over Rutgers. Give me the 10 to beat the 7 here. And Houston beating Cleveland State. So now we're going to go up here to our round of 32, and I think Michigan's going to beat LSU to go to the Sweet 16. We have Georgetown over Florida State. Here's my big prediction. I think Georgetown's going to go to the Sweet 16. I don't think Florida State's that impressive. I think this side of the bracket over here with Georgetown, Florida State, BYU, and Texas isn't that good. This whole division, to be honest, I don't think Michigan's that good either, to be honest. But Michigan, Georgetown, Sweet 16 matchup. Then we have BYU over Texas. Actually, no, sorry, Texas. I think they're going to be BYU. And then UConn, there's always that 7 that beats a 2 every year. I feel like that happens. So I think UConn is going to end up beating Alabama. It'll be an upset for the ages. I think a lot of people are high on Alabama this year. I'm just going to go with UConn for the upset here, although it could really be Alabama. It's going to be really close, but I'm just going to go with the upset here. Gonzaga over Oklahoma. I think Gonzaga is really good this year as well. They have UC Santa Barbara versus Virginia. I could see UC Santa Barbara going to the Sweet 16. I really could, but I'll just go with the seed here. I'll go with Virginia. I don't see any more than 112 advancing to the Sweet 16. And then we have Wichita State over Kansas. It's the battle of the Kansas. I want to go with Wichita State. I do, but I just think Kansas is better than them, so I'll go with Kansas there. Oregon over Iowa. Give me the second seed Iowa to advance the Elite Eight against Kansas. So in this bracket, we kind of don't have too many upsets. We have a 1v4 and a 3v2. I think Baylor could lose to North Carolina. I think North Carolina is a sleeper for the Sweet 16, but I'm not ready to say that just yet until we see how Baylor plays against Hartford. They're obviously going to win. I just want to see how much they win by. Baylor, I think they're going to win and go to the Sweet 16. Then we have Villanova versus Purdue. I'm kind of torn on this game. I did pick Villanova in some other brackets, but I'm going to go with Purdue here just to be safe. And then Texas Tech versus Arkansas. Give me the Texas Tech, whatever their mascot is, to win this game. I think Arkansas isn't that good for a 3 seed. I think Texas Tech is. I think it's more like Arkansas is the 6 seed and Texas Tech is the 3 seed. So give me Texas Tech to go to the Elite 8. Or no, that's the Sweet 16. My apologies. And then we have Florida versus Ohio State. I could see Florida pulling off the upset here. I could even see Virginia Tech going all the way to the Elite 8, but I think I'm going to go with Ohio State to win here. Now, I think Georgia Tech is good. I think it's better than people. I think they're better than most people think, but I'll go with Illinois to win this game. Then we have Tennessee over Oklahoma State. I think I'll go with Tennessee here. I'm not too impressed with Oklahoma State, but that could be changed. I'm really not too confident there. We have San Diego State versus West Virginia, another 6-3 matchup. I think West Virginia is going to win that game. Now, moving on to our next matchup, we have a 10v2 Houston beating Rutgers. Even though I really do like Rutgers this year, I just think Houston's better. So now we're going to go all the way back up to a Sweet 16 matchup. Who's going to go to the Elite Eight? I could see Georgetown going all the way to the Final Four, but Michigan, I just think they're too good. So I think Michigan beats Georgetown. Then we have UConn versus Texas. I could see you because UConn's good with these runs, but I'm not sure. I think Texas is going to narrowly win. It'll be close though. So we have Michigan versus Texas in the Elite Eight, and then we go down to Gonzaga versus Virginia. Hold on, let me see something. Where I do think that Gonzaga is going to beat Virginia, not too impressed with them this year. And then I think Iowa's going to beat Kansas. There are a lot of people who have Kansas and Gonzaga facing off there, but I think Iowa's really better. I could just see Luka Garza taking over the whole tournament, so I think Iowa's going to beat Kansas probably by, I think, a bigger margin. People are going to expect like a 10 to 15 point margin. Won't be as close as people think. Baylor versus Purdue, I think Baylor's just too good this year. Then we have Texas Tech versus Ohio State. I think Texas Tech, I'm really high on Texas Tech, and I think that they are going to beat Ohio State in the Sweet 16. Going to the Elite Eight. Then we have Illinois over Tennessee. I have full confidence Illinois is going to go to the Elite Eight at the very least. And then we have West Virginia. I think Houston's weak. I don't think they're that good for a 2 seed. I think they're more of a 3 or 4 seed. And I think West Virginia is a really good team this year. So give me West Virginia versus Illinois. In the Elite Eight, we have a 1v3. Now we're going to go back up all the way to the Michigan versus Texas Tech game, or Texas game, I believe. I think Michigan is going to beat Texas there. So they go to the Final Four. And then we have Gonzaga versus Iowa. Give me Iowa. There are a lot of people thinking Gonzaga is going to take it because they have the best record. They were 31-0 undefeated. But I think Iowa, they're a sleeper team. Not a lot of people are picking them, and I think Iowa's a really good team this year. We have Texas Tech against Baylor. This is going to be close, but I think Texas Tech is going to be that one lower seed that's going to go to the Final Four. And then lastly, we have West Virginia. I think West Virginia is going to beat Illinois. Not too many 1 seeds in the Final Four. So now let's go to the Final Four. I think it's down here. We have I think Texas Tech and West Virginia, that's a really good game, but I'm going to have to go with West Virginia here. It's going to be really close. I think Texas Tech could go to the championship, but they're just, it's really close. These matchups are hard to decide, and I could be totally wrong. And then I think Iowa, the 2 seed, will go on and advance and play West Virginia in the championship. Thinking me Iowa to win the championship. So you heard it here. Iowa's going to win the championship. I think Garza's just too good. So that's it. Iowa wins the championship. I hope you enjoyed. Comment down below what you think. Subscribe to because some of you may be just sports watchers who didn't know who to pick for that random 8v9 game. So just comment down below what you think. Tell me where you disagree. I'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.